bi ene se mampanyi Akufo-Addo ede ato yen diplomats anase amaya hodo aya awomo eboa yen na wode nsem bi atodwa efa sa LGBTQ bill no ho no wakire omo se adwobre o womo ehwe na enhyehyeye wo so de gu akwan mu no wode egu akwan mu mrashabedwani ede atu edwa se mampanyi wone amanfo bedi nkomo na womo atiase yi akirekiremu e wo sa LGBTQ bill no ho no se de be ya atiase ebetumi aye adwuma ora ayamba enso e kire se ukoboko ene ne mpotamu a basabasa ye bia esi ye no na nkomo hwe animu se mampanyi betimi mpo aba na one womo aba besu ambomu nanso so enya de a esi ye enti wode eho asem atu eja adehye a wonom ewo paachre eno ewo otimantamu no wo kire se nsuo toye womo achechefo no dan no eso apa enti eno de ohaw kese nso e de aba school fo no so ensempi ka ho na ye de ebramo kasebo emu abusiafo nyuma ko bia da roma womo na asasene ama ye de kasebo yi eba eye this way chocolate drink de ohia ye nso hye ye was special ice mineral water ensu krogen a wo pe na se wanom nsu a wo beto yam dia eye special ice afei ye wo special drinks a eno so eye anonom die dwumade bia wudi bia no obetimi ache bi wase sanse wo mo ye special nkwa no wahye da to nsa ede afre wo mo best point savings and loans abusia wo manya mfinhye adu ye koso akai wo se wo pebosi a ko best point wo mo office se internet no so obi ka cho se obema abosi anipa kro no kan hu so pese obu wo eti best point se ekobasa de a wa wonim se woni hu fo eti se yabosi a usika e na wo de beto wa na do ani akire ho na wo matimi aboa wo ewo ekwampa so eno achi ye wo best assurance and best pension a wo nyina eyenwumaku a waso asene ama ye de awie kasebo yi ebremu bidi ede akosia sapon se yebo ede era ensem mu a yenhwe mampanyi Akufo-Addo nsem a waka ede afa LGBTQ bill anase anti-LGBTQ bill no yenhwe se de waka ede atoso mampanyi Akufo-Addo de nsem awodo atodwa efa eho na no na wode atu edwa se wate se diplomat awodo no ohwedin a we sorry I was saying semo science anti-LGBTQ plus bill no a anhwe ya emwa bia ye de boa mu bia ye bejai ene emu nsensem bebre ne diplomat no dodo no a na wonom akasa de afa ho na no na mampanyi e kire se ye kasa mpo no wono kra no krata na emeto nanim emeto ni table so ama na hwemu ahunu de ekoso e na afa so waten so se obi e de akwakopie mu Supreme Court na akwakoye se no na wo so twentwen so ansa na wo twen kenkan mu wie a de akokodimu e wo court no so ye hwem o mu di sa asem ni wie ansa na ho sunsanso foforo bia wo de beto dwa anase bi wo de pempo ebesi so a wo de esiso na ansa na no ye diplomat ana wonmo a wo mo ye aman ahodo a wo mo kasa de fa ho no ayonkofo e da wo ntem no wo behwe se wo mo ensai no no betimi ahwe ama no agina ho esansa ayonkofo aye no wo mo wo no e kamia ye se bi mpokura no e ya na e ye wo mo ya enti wo mo behwe se wo mo enfum wo mo e wo kwan bia so.
I'm aware that last week's bipartisan passage by Parliament of the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill on a private member's motion has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic community and among some friends of Ghana that she may be turning her back on her hitherto enviable, long-standing record on human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law. I want to assure you that no such backsliding will be contemplated or occasioned. I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into the details of the origin of this proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted at the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision of the court before any action is taken. The operation of the institutions of the Ghanaian state will determine the future trajectory of the rule of law and human rights compliance in our country.
Wo sa ensemia ho ena lowa menya krobo emrahye bedwani eye onumunyamfo Ebenezer te labi ede atu edwase sede na nka wo ebinom keka se ade no senka wo mo gitumu omrahye bedwam no ebia anka wo ye secret ballot se bia wo nto aba ewo kokoamu a anka wo ntimi mpaase no se enye no kreda na ode asemi tudwa ewo adechinsroma dwumedie so
conjecture. That is a lie. That is, another way of creating, a disaffection from his own colleague members of parliament. Please, I am putting it on record. Say, no finger. He's the only person last week. Say he is in principle for the bill, but he was fighting. Say, what do you call it? What is the essence of Asuchieno? Asuchieno is deterrent. The who proposes to have a microphone, it doesn't exist on our law books. It doesn't exist. And the air can say the whole parliament say Obi for say or you're against her. The person should come out. Or the person should join the suit, On whoever is going, they can also come together and go to court. Who against, because if that is what he said, then it amounts to hypocrisy. It amounts to hypocrisy.
Okay, so
and, I want.
Emrahye bedwani a wo Krache West eye onumunyamfo Helena Joantoso ono so ede atudwase sede e wo mo de bill yi ebeto Emrahye bedwam na omanfo ede mpaibo ta akire sama sabre wo matimi age atom no sa pepepe eno mo de mpaibo wo bebo agu na nado danko akufo ado so na wo de pen esi so asan yetimi ama emra no aye adwuma e wo maimu
LGBT ne de ya pass pa obi a won so on tia so on koshipo. Because what is detestable, I already say, a machiwade, a nachiwade. Yampese the AC or Sodom and Gomorrah, no ABC or Ghana. Entina ya passy. Hey, dear Nanaso on sign, oh, yet in Pabone Techi and I go through. Into the same Pabo I edit Techi, I go to a parliament, yet is that same Pabo Techi Manana sign. Nana sign no better, no better. Or the name person and home shisheno. Or the name person no muni. Na obeti nyame unkronkron ka say sign LGBTQ sign. No a sign. Nti pabo edi church ya. Winim pastors, churches, traditional, they were all supporting us in prayer. Nti say ya to me a pass bill or parliament. I am telling you say me say nana obe sign. We just want to deter people. Say I don't know. Already say on pay 93% of Ghana for say on pay. It is 93% of Ghana for so on pay. Don't do it. Oh, they don't do it. Ain't young person ebia when they so being called jail for 25 years. They say it's a deterrent. And you say we are yachiwa 3 years would you come? Ukom 3 years now, but now sabe any yachiwa no asako. Until the number of times obeko aba. No, one year na I could do 20 years now, month for cano. And to walk now ba, now one sacra, now say, yes, I chill. Now call Samba because my main country, a been more crowd, they are married and they are doing it. Or yere and so no yet, or kunu and so not or yet. Ain't no say, Oko, oh, yere now, Okoba, could do 3 years now, ba. Oh, better now, you know. You know, go and do this nonsense. Oh, damn it, and 3 years and it's okay. More than 5 years. No more than 5 years, 3 years.
na wo saa ensem yi ho a ye diplomacy e de enkrata abebaba e kyese hwe na ya ansan titiru America for de aba a wo mo e kyese e maye nkonko san saa de we ye san a emwa bi omo de boaye no omo so betwe asensan no ye nkwa homa no so ne ne owura set ofori twemasi o ye financial expert obi a owonim de wo sikasem mu ye ne ni nkomo emfa ensem hu opanyi wadaroma wote menka ma han
many about me do so far and
na apom to say
nyame adom ode enkwanche na mo so mo ho ye de
adom ne ahumobro kakra yegu so opanyi ya da se ne awie yi enkomo a wo ne ye eba bebo wadaro mama me mise o sesi yi se ekoba se nanado kire se gise wo mo ye hwehwemu ne ye de court nti sese ye ntwentwan so asane sa anoma no se ekoba se ye san a omo broni beka say ye threat ase wo mu hunahuna yen say ye san a wo mu betwe emwa bia e de afri ho eno ekoba sa Ghana ye begina san ye sikasam e bekosai
yo mini aba me da say na mamani kan enhwe o sha ansa na obebisa impon finance ministry omode afutu bi akoma omanpanyin agencies and swa the kobasa omanpanyin kosan ne tabe we e ma ne be yemra e be so oman Ghana omotietire mu omokan bi efa IMF ho omokan bi efa World Bank ho omokan bi efa ye other donor partners ho na mini aba nokura ewo mu ni se won akai Ghana ye wa bebuo bi se edua enyawa ebewo no yetu ase yentwa so wosha babia mpempenso a oman no ekon ene nneoma bia ACC esese ye die ho se oman na ye ka independent na wuni economic independent usika semo wunya afa ahudi a na kire se wo fa ahudi no enye afa ahudi mafa ena nia nkrofo etika no yes ye nyanya adanse a ekire omanya okan se otia trumu ene ta nneoma na wanya asupie bi ma me ma example wosha Africa ha nyina amaya hodo be se abiasa ba 31 ena omuchi sa gay ene lesbian na sa over 31 countries nyina omuye members of World Bank enene ne ya ikusu kasai omuguso enya moa ezese World Bank edima omo eye against near finance ministry orkan ebiem wosha November 9 2023 unim oman bia e friend Sri Lanka omoni ye nyina na e call IMF no omo so ho akire omo pa November 9 World Bank ema Sri Lanka $150 million otia Sri Lanka mpo die Ghana no wo ye a wo ko 3 years e ho de wo ye a wo yekum anase omu jeli for life the entire Asia countries about 22 omu nyina no apart from say ye be sentence you to life no ebi mu wo ho a ye be go okay apart from say e utumu no ye be go okay ebi mu case 100 ebi case for 500 nanso World Bank any other donor countries omuguso support our money me kan ko akire okay say around 2011 and never say President Mills nyamemfa ning entie eba say na say ojitum say Ghana yenje trumu entumu o man Ghana na yanje antumu a emwa bi omode bua yi omomfa moaye tade ye trek tade na wu kan ya President Mills can say onji ntumu china menu aba efiri wo no omombo aye nyana omo abo aye enti saa na ene ok your membership ewo World Bank your membership ewo IMF no gay and lesbian enye condition a qualify to be member na abia ye kan World Bank ma etika eyabosia o enye sika omode cheye eyabosia na Ghana bosia a ye no World Bank o me say interest ni so ade na so ye gi atua hunsi ho Ghana for yenya sacrifice over 100 billion enya million no over 100 billion ye sacrifice the call debt domestic debt exchange program say ye fast for any sika nka na dey enya Ghana ho do ene ne a o man na ekonti ye be sacrifice akom na ye ko mu so ampa na e me nwanwa say ye man panyin sabi ensem bi a oka ene ye ho sunsanso unim say ye man panyin ono na kan say the battle is the Lord minim the ene battle no enye nyame biemu a na emom eye World Bank an the battle is the Lord e kire yen say ni a ye eye nyame na ye gina nachi enti nyame na o gina nachi man kan the battle is the Lord and next o sign bill we ya e ma ne be ye mra the nyame na be gina nachi e ma na di ye di nkunim say o man e biem ti man pan o kan say o de cathedral si na ni so efise nyankopon oni nyame akwapam na oni nyame akwapam wo cathedral so ontumi ni nyame nkopon enkwapam say trumu anyame chi enye Ghana ye mra Ghana ye chi say ye Kristofuo nkramofuo wiatifuo say ye asantefuo eslemfuo anwunafuo ye nyina ye chi enti ye ntumi enso engina ho ana ebiam ne say minyaba ye nimse ya temra e wo man Ghana mu ahodo ebi mpo ba ye kontokwa e wo parliament na emra yi ba ye nyina ye nim ye see ye nya unanimous decision except 275 parliamentarians no emu ba kumpo anka se media emra we je memfo aso ni anipa ne ka ye ne se oh ebia system kakra bia na o meki ni target except omo na gina ye na mu o man Ghana ye nyina ye se ye fo aso ehun susanso omo ka ne nyina ye threat enye really enye ni a ati eye threat oh se we ye we ya no mo akire ye bi se ye we ye be ye sei ya nye we ye be ye sei ya nye no Ghana angu Ghana ejina ye media kakra na meka ene se a free a Christopher enkramofo awiasefo onim say religion and as a church ene away Ghana mra ye taxi ye fato ento ho meme susu say anka Christopher ni enkramofo ye nyina be babom aka say empo say ye beti akọ e wa ye religious activity na no ama ya sign sa bill no esro na we should be ready na Ghana enye o man Ghana beyond age no way any beginning of Ghana beyond age say yet Ghana e bet me agina ha na say ye gina mapa menim say pempenso bebre no e bi mu you see example of Uganda for ni omuko mu na omoka but winim Uganda for signing bill no e ma ne be ye mda no na it say World Bank e ma omo 5.2 billion enne aye kete World Bank onyi 5.2 ni flu ogusu du ma omo o se sika fufura afi na all be sign no eno na omo anye bibi amfa mra ne ho a onfa mra omo but ni omo agi atumu ni de omo nsa kan ye we sika na finance ministry e kan anya afi na ye befe e ya dia ye ni World Bank agi atum e na parliament e negotiate ogogo ho approve it o approve we a mi hu nsi a World Bank e be ka say on farmer empo o ka say on farmer ya sika Ghana ye nsaka sika Ghana ye waste e wo corruption ye waste e de ya nyoma bi a ensem fata enye nubi e na ye the $300 million and I said the $900 million Ghana ye independent nation and ye go beyond obi obema ye threat menka last minute winim ye culture ye wom so o man Ghana e wo a factor on our fiscal policy say ye say ye sika sem ho nyoma ye ntumi nka sika sem ho asem ye nka ya mamere ho asem e kwanfo ye faso jejeto ejina ya mamere so e kwanya ye faso di ekuma ejina ya mamere so na ye jira e wo ya mamere mu a ni ye bia no e obi fufuro mamere na ye di ye ntumi enye se ni Ghana ya mepese ye Na Ghana, you were resources. You will gold, you will diamond, you will bauxite, you will timber, you will cocoa. Ghana is bigger than World Bank $300 million. No, we are bigger than that. And it's a World Bank sign no more farm bar. What they can decide. Uganda, Omoka so ombe hold on, Omo revise to budget. Yeah, Baba June, mid-year budget. So move farm man, we can revise our budget. A buy a man named say, oh, or revise the budget. A man needs to mean yes, some activities, obey Lucy elections. Rather, the one pioneer, Minya by or Ghana. Ghana for say, MPG, or Mampanians, and your is the political party MPP. Ghana for the say MPP, a supporter of gay, which means and sister. And so, object to Mr. On Sania, and you are no one. So, Osania, Ghana for the or Ghana. Ghana, I see on my media, so I did too. Ghana for an ekata, and no man playing on them, even though I am president. Ghana for say, MPG, no. The on Jintum now, or best supporting near donor countries or Moka. If you are Ghana for better.
Open your bed, say, and common at the pana. And some be a nami baby son crowd where the can ye no amamia and essa. Ye better say a re any and command a sure settle for reach messy or ye financial aspect ye no edi and commo FA LGBTQ plus bill ye won't and some no say or my first can one ma. Edi eni ebetimi aye na wo chese ye woni oma bebre a ye betimi ede ayeti ye hwa ye budget no ko ebetimi revise no na aba besi so ede amaye ye to akase bo no so a emra hye bedwani a owo pusiga eyo no nyamfo ladi ayi ayamba na mami chese eye ne nwanwa yie papa ena sede na nko wo hwe ni mu se mampanyi akufu ado ene abusuafo a wo mo ehwere won abusua abra na ye to aba baby to say boko afe wo ko baby to say ayawaso west ogon die si ye no na tachiman abaye kwato no 2020 nam so ma nipa bi mpo wuye no na nko wo hwe ani mu se ko betu na mompo no akone abusua kosu ana wakomo mo ya akọ ana wachekere wo mo rempo nanso ni nyina binya de a oyeye.
Mr. Speaker, have we so soon forgotten about the killing of the 8 people at Tachiman? Just because of vote, just because of elections that you kill someone's child, up to 8 persons, up to now we haven't heard anything. Nobody is saying anything about it. It's so sad, so disheartening. What is the encouragement here that we give to people who actually would wish to go and vote or would go to witness what is happening after voting? 8 people have been killed, no question, nothing has been said. No message to the parents. His Excellency came, spoke, and never said anything about these killings. Mr. Speaker, Ayawasu West war gone. We were all here, we saw what happened. Up until now, we can only be listening to the sound of mosquitoes that would have prevented people from dressing properly and going there to kill people. We saw all that. Mr. Speaker, our own colleague, J.B. Dankwa, we were here together when we heard of his killing. We woke up to that news and we were all so sad. It's not about politics. Until now, up till date, Mr. Speaker, there is no message, nothing. Mr. Speaker, military brutalities in Ashama, we have it. The Botiano killings, which is still under investigation that I will not want to talk about. Let me go back to my own place, Boku. We have issues that we have spoken about on the grounds in this house. We have 8 people who were murdered in Zogun. Up until now, we haven't heard anything, we haven't seen anything. We don't understand and we don't have the power to investigate, and nobody is saying anything about it. Mr. Speaker, we are talking today about tax exemption on sanitary pads. We are not talking about tax reduction or what. They should just remove it completely. A girl of 10 years has to use sanitary pads, and you say you are removing taxes from local ones or those important. Whichever way you are doing it, no, we don't want the tax on it at all. We don't want the tax on it. These are girls. Most of them are not like those that you see in places that you think that they can afford money to buy. And coming just from a program, the tax officer who presented made us understand that even after all those taxes, you will be buying one box of sanitary pads, just a small pack of sanitary pads, the cheapest, 20 Ghana cedis. Where is that person at Zuarungu going to get that 20 cedis?
Domama hine onwa so na oye president ya oda nana no matena nkonwa wo bono mantam ano eye osagefo osiade ye Dr. Ajima Bedu otoso mienu na wo bo Britain aban no wo bo mabaso se wono ma yade papa wo sede wasi atai Ghana echi bra no wo mo eye de obetimi bia ama mpuntu aba na afa ohia brubro adokro oman mu enipa ne mu bi no wo mo hwe atu ase no wabo mabaso.
I know you've been doing a lot for our people, especially to alleviate poverty and to support the vulnerable in the society. We have been receiving a lot of support, not only from your government, other areas. But the question is whether those funds that we receive have been used judiciously. If it were so, probably wouldn't be where we are, with the problems with our road sector, our health, education, and the like. Every 4 years, we, the people of Ghana, like many other jurisdictions, go to elect the leaders who lead us. In this part of the world, like Africa, especially Ghana, we go to elections. The cardinal principle that we need to observe as electoral commission, as the people of Ghana, is free, fair, and transparent elections. Anything which will not propel these ideals should not be countenanced. And there's a need for us to do this, to assure all the parties, the major stakeholders, and the people who support them, that whenever we say party A, B have won, there's no doubt about the winning. And so that if you don't do it, maybe in 2024, there will be another way for you in 2028.
The UK's work on development in Ghana goes well beyond what we think of traditionally as aid. So here in Bono region, for example, we've worked on health projects, for example, supporting the Holy Family Hospital in Techiman with equipment and with training. On education, Bono is one of the regions that is involved in the Ghana Education's Outcomes Project, which seeks to bring out-of-school children and young people back into training or education. And it's been wonderful during my time in Bono region to hear about the opportunities that exist in poultry farming, for example, and then the cashew business. And these are some of the issues that I will take back to my team at the High Commission to see how we can work on those together to bring potentially private investment alongside government support to bring that improvement in quality of life to the people of Bono region and to your people, Your Majesty.
Nyame adomo a ochina na Ghana enya mfinhye adusia enson efri bre a mampanyi akufo adoba ye no wahwe se wode bekọ mantam bia na wo hye saa efen ewo ho enu nti roni beka se ye rotate ebre bia so ebekọ no ewo se ye nhyehyeye na yesika ene ye de ebeye amana ye fe yesan se ya ye to nsa e de frɛ amononefo emom nso ebepie mu bi na sikai ye bewi a ye bebu hu nkonta na ye bebre nyame adomo afi de ye ochena no kofodua ene yekodi no ye ne omanfo adi nkomo se eye se ye be hyefa no ana se ye nyai kra na wo mo kire o madwen
Independence celebration in the year because the history behind how Ghana yenya found the and no almost say my celebrated the men said the say generation ba na egusoba and the kasi a celebration of the Independence Day na and kolana ye wo na mo ba no what history do they know about their country they are in now omu nim hwe fa ho enti no me hu ne say ye celebrating ne de ye
afia de obi wu kura se edi na afi obi wu na ne ma woska afi bi omutimi eya nka ya de ema no enti ye to aso ye emfaso de enye dan a emfaso de beba se emfaso de bi amakura afia de na ade a wonya fo ahudi o mu de ene ya
mi wu se mokoso ye fine e ma nkola na sua ade o ma wu se mmiri bi du ye a kwa me nkroma kwaje fa ahudi di ma yen ai ma ye ji ye ho nti no mokoso ye fine oh me de o ma ne carbon de me de ho de me no mo nya adwen me de ma adwen so mo nkoso an o mo nya independence e boa ma nkola no
mfaso wo so pa e se yokoso because ma nkwala etimi ba out ena omuhu abakwasem omu to me as form of exhibition for them omu to me huhu ni oma bebre inti no ye be kosoa say ye be celebrate because nipa o ma yenya independence onu celebrate how much more say yes so ya ba beto yen continue we should continue eyeka ena sign promote sika emankofo because I saw more ye no obi su business no odinye sika gu no bottom inti no eye good
yekoso ye ebeboa adeboni bia ni se ebia afi abeto yen asoman ni nyina na ye besan ahia ni aka ye ho ewo enyuma ebia baabi a yefi baabi a yedu ni baabi a yeko say nipa kura di ni birthday international nation no e de nka bumba esan de niam bebreba e ba ko forudua ase no so a wani tua wa hu ne kwenti me hu ni say me de si ye nyae de me ne wo mo nya adwen
Community watch na edruso ye de yani extra santimantama na yekọ bantama any race course edwa no emu adwadifo a wo ho no omo kire sa ahunidie hu nsam nkoyie kura kame ya se bola mene ho mo na ye ne omo ekasai
Edifo ya wa bantama any race course akire mu a efini mene wo mo ewodwom ho na enkabone a efinu ede ebadwom ho ne yade ha adwenye pa emma wo mo entimi ntine dwane mu enye adwuma te sede ewo so mo ye no afa sa finu ebetimi nso ede yade abre wo mo eno nti wo mo sere Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly ne se wo mo nhwe na enwura na agba apesu ewodwom no mu no wo mo emetu emfiri ho ma wo mo
ko mo afọ mpanifo mo hwe bi ma yen ka bi ma yen se ye tia ye twa ticket ye bibia mo hwe bola be kwa ye te ho ye te hu didi o na yare nso abu ye de o ma da roma o ma modna sa na ni chan ya ma be sa bia na fi ho o ma me sa fi ho de a o mba ha nso no o mu nche ni yie
enna yare buo uko hospital kura wunya no aduro hwede keme fo mpanyifo ade o ma ye anso de bia o mo je hu ticket ye ma me chewa enne ni mpanyifo na kope busia ene bebe ye sa pavement wey ani eti so aye adwuma na susuan pa se kemefo ene ti wo mutika ye ha enu ti ko mama bola gu ha amma omu nuamanum ya yirenum ya trawo se ye fa yare ne fa kofi yare a ye fa no bola ho eti ye nti e de sre wo mu ye ni kemefo eni asem enani kine ya omu meti bola ni firi ho bosumi ndi bola chase ya tete dadada ya ka so mo meyi wo from mo sene we se china we se ne se no na tu edide no na tu down bola yi ha sa ya ka omu fie e twa ticket bola no kwa se twa ka so wo be peja e se kan e twa ka kwa kan ma me fa bola no bola so kwa twa wo ka ben pre nan ye ka je pefo so mo na munyi bola de ni fie no bantima ye bre
eno akire no oba hima ye oda race course dwom na no wo Kumasi na na afia chie wanso ese akwan a ewo dwom ni mu enye kra emma wo manfo ntimi inform anioma enra dwanu emu eno nti wo mo srese mpanifo nhwe no mesiesi akwan no emfa ma wo
Kumasi dwa nyina de aka ye race course car kase na ba ha banche car ba body car kyese me ntimi nka emma ebedi dwa ha ye kwan nyina sei ya be yi kwan no ho nkyɛnkyɛn se be yo mde na tie ba begu ho ka ebo nsa ho bia car frito eyedai emani pepra tie sre mo ka bi o mu sei mo hwe kwan na so ya o mada woroma ka ya me boss region minister o mu nsi form emehwe ya ho hiahia kuma se fo adwade form a ye wo mo race course na o mo maboa ye na emprebebre na ye kan ball ho asem munua ma mo ne mo nananom na gudwom ha ene ye hwe se adwade e kɔ no obi antimi ma ka ma so ba bedi dwa obi na beba na wate ato atachantimi nkɔ race course ana me ne mpanifo keka bom na ye nyina de ye fie pipa ekɔ pɛ bosia ene ye de be ye payment ya te se mu gina so na sabia ya de ente se na bola say no a susu ampa se eye ene ke me mu twa take 2 cities tie nya Ghana fo ana na nne bantuma adwa adane bola
afeyemfe ni enche La Paz ha won kranmantema La Paz ene won mo atwa ho ahia kire se ensuo ho ayeden de ama wo mo eno no mo bisa Ghana Water Company Limited de na mo ye wo mo ena ensuo atwa echina ensuo no atwa se beye ensuo e bia na awotwe na awotwe mienu na emma no wo mo ho no nso wo mo super
adehia ne wo mo nyuma e wo La Paz ene ne mpatamu akiremu a Ghana Water Company Limited for aso mo ne omo endi ne yi kra sisi ya ye ka say ensuo ho akokwa atwe pa ye de ama wo mo ene e babafo enya nsuo salon operators fo enya nsuo wo mo ton nuane enya nsuo wo mo akeka ho kra de che say aye bobo kra ni nyina ene wo mo achirem say ama adane wo mo dadwene pa isan say age say wo mo afre water tankers no ansan wo mo abre wo mo ensuo anaso wo meto sachet water dodo no a na wo mo de enya nsuo de wo mo dwumadie ahodo nyina ni nyina so ebe wo mo ka enti ade say de ene adaworo ma no mo de eto empanifo ne aban anim say wo mo hwe ho asam nkamfa mo se ne be ya ebetimi so aboa mo enya nsuo de wo mo dwumadie e wo ho no isan se ensuo ni nipa nkwa
e kwatre manti ni enya nsuo ha ama ese e ho kire pa because isi ya no age okọ omo ton nsuo ni nchen ekoto ena so no ama ye sika sam no ekofom because se nsuo ni ba yenim se manti na etua ena eboa yen esense isi ya na obekọ ese bucket ba ko ese 1 cd nti se ye hairdresser si ye be yusu ensuo getting to be bucket by 10 and I say we no na ya boka bebre but ye bu ni de yenim se anya da maintenance scan efense we ni beba ma ye chia
ejuma no car ye to na ye 150 cedis no because of nsuo eni ho nti no car no mutumi de je 300 Ghana nti no eno na affect me businessman no ba nka nsuo pipe ho na me yiso a e bia a month no less ena metia
Some Basha, most gallons, CCA, barrels, CCA, because of problem, Tini had to trace you. Because in Suma, a bar be a 2 weeks, 3 weeks. A fin and a babaco, a bounce will be an adu, and a beba, a banner want me and sorry, Mubua, just say, and one on a quite just a 2 weeks and not 3 weeks. I did also soon sue apa. Nan the air trains from Mukrana say, if you want more, what and switch for a bitty, and temuha, and matemha, Ninsua pie, na a bugu.
Free ha ko new market ko ka chantanya den na nso ho den bebi e te say rubber bowl te say we mu say mo tono 1 cedi 50 pesos nso ho some de La Paz de the whole La Paz me bobro no me bre nso ne so bi so de ba ebi de na be se 1 month na ba be se 2
nso no obe ebeba no be bu no na aye fi when is rainy season now we expect to say rainy season nso no ye benya nso mo no yenya dry season nso no eye den maye yenya wo soro ase ni so wo hwa ebi mu wo form say ene yenya wa na eye den permanent most of the people in the neighbors ne bebre tu bo ho
yet me chinsa ansa na yenya nsu abeya dwan eno na ye ya hawo pa nsu galo ko bu 2 cedis 3 cedis ntayaka ayaka pa but pipe no wo ha ye bebu a bel no ba na yakotua
afe yenko oti mantamwe adehye ene enkwada wonum eco school ewo Pasheri womo ekyerese bese finhia enwotwinie ena edan a World Vision ababesi ama omu ensuo toye ma mframa faaye ema edan no so epaaye besi seye kasei empanimfo enhweye emebo dan no so titiw ni assembly no na saa dan ya ye kan ya kyerkyerefo ana womo wo ho no saa dan mu na na omote ekyere nkwada na de enti ekoba asa no seye kasei de se ube postu chechire ni bi so wonko ho no ayeden esanse wokọ a ba bia ofiri a obeba school ne muwa enne ho no so obetena no edan no ye moso eti no so eyo how kese a habeda enkwada ene achechirefo a ewo ho so
se wo behwe ye school mu se de esiti se wa wotwa wani na wohwe school ya ba bia mofra iti apata yase a aman se obeba be si school amaye amusi epegya kakra na omugyaye mfie bebre ne baye 2002 ebesi nne nyina abubu akoka form aka concrete a omale wo form no hwe a wodi wani hwe a concrete na aka form school kola na omani ba beti na community no ana ye communal labor ana ya besi apata ya ma mofra yi furnitures ni ho omani ba bia ombetena tijafo ba krampo ba bia ombetena na ibi ni ho
ye class na nye ye my kra ena class nsu ya me do something me pon obe no show de bia ejisi esiem ye uniform no enti mfutro your class no panty school mu yan feel well cra
abusia yanya aboafo nkrato mra ye bape bongo di fara odi agudie mu nsem ebeto asemi che David for isafo ye basisia